What's up, you guys? It's Layla Lynn, and I'm back with a new video. In this video, I want to talk about the premiere episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I loved. I have to tell you guys, I love the episode. Y'all ever had something be so bad it's good? I love the rented boyfriends. I love the bald heads. I love the rat tails. Like, I loved everything about it. It was so camp. It was so camp, which I feel like Bravo is the best at giving you camp. So I love the episode because it was so bad that it was good. So one of the things I want to talk about that happened on the show was the appearance of Mike Bless. Michael Anthony is his actor name, and this is his IMDb page. He was presented as Portia's love interest on last night's episode, but he is really an actor. He really does his thing. You can see everything he's known for here. I first saw him on Ready to Love, and then on social media, I see him in the Country Wayne skits. And speaking of Country Wayne skits, he did a skit about being hired to act as Portia's love interest on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So shout out to No Chaser TV. No Chaser TV is so consistent. Y'all need to follow Chase from No Chaser TV on Instagram. He is so consistent with his blogging, which is hard to do. But he captured this skit from Country Wayne. Hopefully I don't get any copyright issues. If the skit is not here, that means I got a copyright issue. But he captured this skit of Mike Bless doing some type of reenactment of being hired to be on The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Have you thought about getting back into like television, TV, like another reality show?
Nah,
Hear me out. Hear me out.
acting is my thing. Reality TV, it ain't my vibe, bro.
Hear me out. Real Housewives of Atlanta. I gotta play. I gotta play. One of my homies, one of the producers up there, and they need a guy. And if you get on there, we can help you build your brand up. That's more awareness, and now you at least value more. Now I can sell it to at least Mantra. That way, if you don't come with the money, I can at least sell you as the money. You come on there, it's most likely they're gonna put you as a love interest. Most likely.
You know, love interest, man. It's anything, bro.
You come on there now, you do your thing, then we go ahead and pitch it to Mantra and say, hey, listen, now we got a face. Mike, you can mess around and be the face of Mantra, bro.
And so you can see the full skit. I'll leave a link below so you can see the full skit. Porsha did not like this. Porsha did not like this skit, implying that she hired Mike Bless as her love interest. And she commented on it and said, absolutely false story. This is a skit, capital skit, filmed after RHOA season. So y'all, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think it's any truth to this skit? You think it's completely false? Do you think Porsha really was dating this man? Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Now, personally, I do feel like it's a slim chance he might have been dating Porsha, but I feel like his ego might have been bruised when Porsha chose that woman over him. And so this is his way of getting his lick back and fixing his bruised ego by making this skit and making her look crazy for having him, of all people, appear as her love interest on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And on April 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm hosting a small group coaching session for content creators who are ready to stop just posting randomly and start building a brand on social media. So this is going to be your chance to get a one-on-one advice from me in a small group setting. And since this is a small group, you're not just going to be learning, like just taking notes. You're going to be live and actually actively participating with me and the other members of the group. And we're going to be discussing your content, your branding, your channel. So to join, click the link in my description box for my school community. Join my school community. Once I approve your request, go to the classroom area and enroll in the class that says Brand Like a Real Housewife. And then I'll see you live April 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also want to get into some tea about Shemia. So Bossa reports as the Real Housewives of Atlanta premiere draws near, sophomore Shemia Morton Wangi is stepping into unapologetic and unabashed confidence, which is funny because she ended last season with a big old apology to anyone that she might have ever hurt. She said, I'm still a loyal friend. I'm still a ride or die, but I'm only loyal to those that deserve it. And I'm unapologetically me. So I wonder if she wants to take back her massive apology that she did at the end of season 16. I wonder if she regrets that. They say during RHOA's Sweet 16 season, Shemia burst onto the scene declaring that she was done playing the underdog and was ready to outshine the best of them. Now, this was the first red flag for me for Shemia. She did say that in a confessional that she can outshine the best of them. And I thought to myself, why are you here to outshine people? Like, I know you have a bigger home than Porsha. I know you have a man with more money than Porsha. Like, we know she has all of the things, but if she has all of the things, why isn't she happy? Why does she still have to have fame? Why does she still have to outshine her best friend? Like, why can't she just be happy on her own? That's what I've always wondered about Shemia. They say that shine included opening the doors to her $9 million mansion, showing off her singing skills, and sharing her surrogacy story. It also came amid an unfortunate friendship fallout with her longtime best friend, Porsha Williams. Now, this is what we saw on the show. I feel like Shemia calls almost anybody a best friend. She calls her fans best friend. She calls Kelly a best friend. Like, to me, that best friend term is almost like it's manipulative because she calls almost anybody her best friend if they have something that she wants. And I've always felt like she wanted Porsha's fame. That's what she wanted. Like, Porsha wanted Shemia's lifestyle as far as the man with the money, the $9 million mansion, but Shemia wanted Porsha's fame. So she did an interview with Boss Up's managing editor, Danny Canada, and she said that the entire experience shifted her mindset and taught her to cut the people-pleasing and prioritize herself. She said, you can't walk on eggshells and you can't protect everyone else's feelings. You've got to care about yourself more than everyone else, and that's what I'm doing this season. I'm speaking up about the things. I'm reading this, but I haven't seen it. On the first episode, I didn't see that. I feel like I see Kelly speaking up for Shemia. Whenever they ask a question about Porsha and Shemia's friendship, Shemia will wait for Porsha to speak. And whenever there's an altercation, almost like an argument about Porsha and Shemia's friendship, Kelly is the one speaking for Shemia. But anyway, she said, I'm speaking up about the things that I like and I don't like. I'm standing on my own 2 feet and I'm not brushing things under the rug anymore. That's what she said, y'all. I don't know. I got to see it. Because on the first episode, I didn't see it. On the preview for the second episode, I just did not see that. I see Shemia letting Kelly speak for her, which I don't like to see. As a grown woman, I don't like to see that. She said, last season, I was trying to protect certain people and not really even being me. This year, I'm unapologetically me. And if you want the smoke, then hi. I'm not a smoker, but I got a fire extinguisher. Shemia's growth isn't just showing up in her friendships. In a Rare Housewives move, she previously released a YouTube video titled Dear Sweet 16, where she addressed her castmates by name, owned any hurt caused during her first season, and made it clear she was ready to move forward. I already covered that on my channel. I think we all remember that video where she apologized to everyone. She said, I'm sorry if I ever offended you or caused you pain in any way. And she also said she wanted to start fresh. And it felt like her mom. And I think she might have even mentioned that her mom told her to do that. But that's what it felt like. It felt like somebody else's idea because it felt like she was apologizing for things that she didn't even understand what she did wrong, but she was giving a blanket apology. And I don't think that works well for reality TV. And for people who are truly offended, maybe you did truly offend them. I think a blanket apology doesn't always work well if you don't specifically acknowledge what you did to that person. All right, you guys, so leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I said, I thought it was so bad. It was good. The rented boyfriends kill me. The rented boyfriends. We had Phaedra with a fake boyfriend. Kelly with a fake boyfriend, Trey, who they say is everybody's boyfriend. Porsha with Mike, who is for hire, allegedly. Then we had Drew Sidora with her boyfriend on the phone for 3 hours. Apparently not even taking a restroom break. Shout out to him, Black, Smoke, whatever. And then we had, who else was on the phone? Oh, Cynthia's man. Cynthia's man, he lives in Amsterdam. So I think it's understandable that he was on the phone. But that's like 5. That's like 5 out of 10. Half the men were not really present, or if they were present, they weren't really in relationships with the women. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about that. As always, thanks for watching.
Wait. Slow that down. Okay. Break it. Rap. Right now.